Crazy. You ain't never get off this shit.
Nah. I wake up, I play Fortnite. I go to sleep, I play Fortnite.
You play Fortnite while you're asleep? That's so
Hell
raw.
yeah.
I need to be more like you.
And I'm still bad at the game.
It's okay, I am too.
Everybody hands go up. Ay. And then they stay down.
I love annoying emotes.
I'm trying to fuck. I mean, I did not mean to say that. Oh, hit it for me. Hit it for me. Hit it to beat. This one's annoying too. Where you want to land, Gang of Lynch?
That is a great question. Let me check this quest. We can land... Damn. Loki, we might have to land at the underworld, because, like, my challenge is right there.
Alright, I'm down for that.
I'm
down, bro.
Containers and locations.
Bro, tell me why I got on for my first game earlier, right? And, me and this random, I play with the random, we get this win, right? And so I'm like, okay, but I'm about to play with another random. And since I live in apartments, the whole power in the whole apartments went off. So when I'm playing the second game, I have my crown and everything, bro. The fucking power goes off.
Oh, that's lovely.
I'm like, damn, bro. I go to the, cause I'm thinking it's because I paid my shit, right? And I'm thinking it's like they might have messed it up, like they didn't like say that I paid it or something. And so I got scared, so I went to the office or whatever, and they were like, "Oh yeah, the Wi-Fi's off for everybody." I was like, good.
Okay, yeah. If you gotta lose your crown, so do everybody else. In your neighborhood.
In my neighborhood. There's like multiple people everywhere.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood. You think Mr. Rogers could box King Kong?
Got one. This nigga really thought he could come slide up on me. Nah, nigga. Hero. That's not how this shit works around here, gang.
Hero, welcome.
He was, cause I ran past him, right?
Oh, you.
And I got scared. Oh, his teammates by me now.
So I like how we earned a little bit of that, like, the last time, like, beating the hell out of all the gods for the challenge. But, like, yo, I high-key wish they kind of went with another character. I think the Fortnite storyline is always the best when you're a bystander to what's going on. Because then, like, crazy crap can happen, like, you know, Iron Man blowing up Galactus with battle buses. That's pretty cool.
I'm scared because someone's right here.
Okay, hang on. No, no. I'm coming.
Bitch, you're dead. And the guy's teammate, the guy that I killed, he's rebooting.
Whoa.
And I'm going over there.
Okay, I thought this was another way in. I thought that was gonna be awesome, dude. Thunder burst.
I might be dead.
I believe in you, though.
Nope, I'm dead.
Oh, shoot.
There's two of them on me. And it's the guy that I killed. It's the guy that I killed. Oh, he's carrying me and pickaxing me now. Okay.
And... oh, shoot. There's a chest here.
In like a game or two, I'm probably finna hop off because I'm about to go barbecue with the homies.
Hell yeah, dude.
I'm hungry as fudge.
I ate. It was good. What's your favorite food?
Probably pizza.
I will always get behind a massive steak. Is that a guy right there? No.
No, it's a bike.
But there's some goober just hiding.
I don't be eating steak like that, so you know.
Yeah. Well, that's why I like it so much, because like I don't get to eat it that much, but when I do,
it's
good. Moribucha here. If I die, I die.
If you don't, then you don't.
Exactly. You know the method.
I killed his teammate.
Sticking.
I killed his teammate, Bren. Literally, his teammate, the superhero skin, tried to like fucking came and killed me, and then he let the teammate that I killed pickaxe me while he was holding me.
That sounds like a massive skill issue.
Oh gosh, huh? Skill issue on my part, my bad.
Yeah, you just be better.
Facts, huh?
That's what I love about Fortnite. Every problem can be solved by just be better.
Just be better. Well, I'm back in the game anyway, so shit.
Mm-hmm. Now you're gonna show how much better you can be. Oh shoot. There's people here.
It's okay, game.
I'm gonna crouch around. I'm gonna hide. I'm gonna do some sneaking.
Oh, me too, look.
I'm gonna sneak up on them bitches. Okay. Okay.
What?
Nothing.
You want that?
No. Oh, what the... There's the last Airbender update.
Bitch,
that was terrible. W. I got 2 chuggy flashies for you.
Alright, bet.
Dog, where are you going?
I killed the teammate. No, I didn't. I killed him anyway. I killed him.
Okay.
That's what I was trying to do.
Chuggy splashes.
No, I'm finna get you first because I'm good like that. You feel me?
Yep.
And then when I pick you up, this is what I'm finna do. Because I killed the people that killed me twice.
W.
What's up, Hades?
Here, come here. I'm gonna come on you.
I'm hitting it to the beat on their body, you feel me?
Yeah. So you know, do you want the medallion or the gun?
What do you want?
I don't care. Come here.
Doesn't matter to me.
Dude.
I thought you were out here.
I'm following you.
Sorry.
You better be. Punish you.
This is where I killed them at. This is where I Zeused them. He really thought he can get away.
Yo, now tell me which one you want. Hold up.
The medallion, more people are pulling up.
Take that shit.
Alright, where is it at? I'm getting there.
I just dropped it.
He's right here. What a bot.
I'm so stupid. I literally just... Oh, hold up. Never mind. Why am I so fast?
I don't know. Did you eat a banana right now?
Yeah, I did.
That's why.
Okay. You trying to see my banana?
Hell yeah, baby girl. More people? Oh, he was in there. He was where I was just at.
That's why you're bad.
You saying that to him?
No, you. Because you stole my shit.
You stole my kill literally a second ago and you can't deny it.
Well, I mean, that one was different.
How is that different?
Don't ask me questions. I don't have to answer anything.
Hey, come here really quick. Come to me really quick. I'm about to show you a little trick.
Hold up. I'm gonna go get this mythic I left because I'm stupid.
Alright, well, whenever you're ready, just come to me, bro.
Okay.
And someone's spectating me while I do this too.
I'm coming. Yes, I have seen this on TikTok.
Yeah, but I'm sucking this peanut.
Yeah, I know. I have seen this on TikTok.
Alright then, bro. You're ruining my fun.
Yeah, I know. I'm a hater.
I was sucking on this peanut, bro. I'm going to the bunker.
I can't tell if these avatar mythics are trash or not, but I'm just happy we have them, bro. I miss like stupid mythics like this.
There's gonna be more that comes out. There's gonna be the fire one, the earth bending, all the shebang.
You kind of look like an earthbender. Not even gonna lie.
My dick is earthbender.
Oh,
not even gonna lie.
Oh, okay. I see how this works.
Alright, I got everything I want.
Shoot.
Oh, I thought that was someone. You scared me right now, dude.
Yeah. Trying to keep you on your toes.
Oh yeah, type shit, type shit. They're shooting, you wanna go to that?
I'm already going to that.
You already know the deal, let's go. I'm on the motorcycle, you're on the whip ski.
Oh!
And we finna go kill ski.
That's so funny. Someone up here tried to shoot at me. That's adorable.
They're right here. They're real.
Oh, this guy up here is, I know for sure. Is it one guy or two on you?
One.
Shoot.
And how many people are on you?
One.
Can you help?
Oh, technically there's a bot up here, but I don't know if that counts.
It does, because that means there's someone right there. He's on you.
Yeah.
Got him.
W. We sandwiched him. I didn't do too well, but I mean, Artemis, ooh.
I just killed both of those niggas, they're trash.
No, I'm still gonna stick with this, because I don't know the method yet.
With what? Oh, with that?
Yeah.
You wanna know the method, bro?
No. I want to
Look at
figure
what
it
gun
out.
I'm using. Look at what gun I'm using. This is the method.
Yeah.
With the drum mag on it, though. And then this one. And you have to have a scope on that bitch. With the sniper.
I've been hitting no scopes lately.
Bro.
Yeah. It's been fun. Not like far ones, but like when I'm up close, I'll just use it as a second shotgun.
Type shit, type shit.
It's going to the point where I'll like have my sniper out first in closer range, and then, you know, switch to my shotgun after.
I be hitting some crazy snipes, bro.
No, you don't. Just kidding, you do. Then. You've hit me with some crazy snipes.
On controller, remember my those sniping days when all we would do
Does this do fall damage? No, okay. When you dash with the thing from a high place.
Oh, no.
Okay, I'm bored.
Me too.
Edit. I think it's like that. Dude, why? Tell me why I'm so good at this game. That's wrong.
You're so cracked.
Oh, nope, that's not quite right.
Oh, people got this medallion right here?
Shut up.
They're all that fencing gang.
Yo, that's cool and all, but I'm gonna skybase. Fuck you.
I didn't
you
do
like men. My gosh.
I don't like men.
That's
I
right.
like women.
Okay.
Are we really gonna skybase?
Yes, I'm bored. Get the ghosts. The little skulls. Oh, shoot. Okay, good, because now you're immune to fall damage. Oh my gosh, bro. So how was your day?
Good, just chilling.
That's pretty good.
Boring.
You still just chilling?
Yeah, still just chilling.
Me too.
Chilling like a villain. I can't
You
keep
are
going
a villain.
up, bro.
I think that's just a skill issue, dude.
I have to keep swiping my fucking mouse every time I turn.
Oh shoot. Imagine not playing on controller. Hell. Oh shoot, I didn't even mean to do that. How far does this go?
High as fuck. Look at that mountain over there. Look at that mountain over there.
I see it. Did someone just shoot at us?
That was me. The bullet drop is insane. How tall? How high are you up there?
I don't know. This is, I feel like I've never built a skybase this high. Like, this is huge. Like, right?
Yeah, like, I'm just going up and up. Like, I'm just trying to catch up to you, but I just seem to not be able to.
Okay, there we go.
Max height?
Yeah.
Damn. Almost just fell off.
I'm fucking chilling, yo. Decipher the first Olympian edict.
I wonder where they're at.
Your mother.
They're down there.
Careful, bro. Holy, that damage, or that bullet drop off. Man, be
Hey,
careful.
we still got zone.
Hell yeah, dude.
Hey, what do you mean be careful?
I mean, be careful.
Do?
Dog, do not do that to me. No.
Don't do that
We
shit,
done
bro.
with that.
Don't do that.
Remember when we used to do that to each other?
Yes, don't do it to me.
I did it to Jonah all the time because he'd like get mad and leave.
They're probably looking for us.
Why don't they look for our balls? What? What are you marking? People?
That's where people are. They're shooting us out, I'm pretty sure.
No! That was close. Oh shoot! I always forget about this.
I didn't know you were fighting someone.
Yeah, I'm fighting 2 people.
Why did you say anything?
Because I thought you knew.
You should have said something. I was over here trying to snipe someone. Oh, no, I don't want to die.
You don't have to die. No, why? Because you're my guy. You hear those bars?
Ah!
Do not worry, because you're gonna fry all these guys.
Look at this.
All I see is Hayes' cute ass. How do you miss that, dude? I know I'm bad, but like, you're not supposed to be bad. You're supposed to be good. Oh, these people are not good. You can do this. I only died because my builds weren't working, because I had the presets up. Yeah, honestly, you can just zone camp them and just win like that. Plus, they're like not good either, so like, all it takes is for one of them to make a mistake, you just snipe them, and then you just win. Unless the other team starts, you know, shooting at you, then you lose. That would be the other team. Imagine being Mystic Cheddar right now. What a loser you'd have to be. Okay, so there's one solo and then this stupid ass duo.
There's no way. Did you see that?
No. I was
Okay.
looking at Twitter. Do not fight that guy, he's the solo. Do not make enemies with a potential friend. Oh, there you go. That was the mistake I was talking about. Okay, well, now you have to kill the solo. This game's trash. Oh my gosh.
You know what's crazy? I'm lagging too.
What's crazy is that you play better under pressure than Jonah and me. That's just crazy.
No way. GG's.
GG.
Alright, the solo 1-2. Alright, I'm finna go to the homie sauce game.
Alright, peace. Have a good night.
Peace out. You too.
That's pretty cool. That's even cooler. Dude, I just want Artemis. Like, I'm not even trying to get to tier 100 this season. I just really, really want her. She's just a cool skin, dude. Like, I see myself using her. And she has an emote. Oh my gosh, dude. Why is she after Zeus? That don't make any sense. Item shop. Toshiro. This dude ugly. What is this? Why is his hood up like that? Why this color? Like, the face model's pretty good, but ew. Ew. Yeah, be careful with that. Damn. What is this? This is kind of a good bundle, actually. They don't really go together, though, and I don't really like this skin that much. See, if she had a mask now, you know, that's a different story. I'm definitely gonna get the crew and I can extort it for all the V-Bucks it's worth. That's so funny how I have all these things going on. I'm excited to get this one. Oh shoot. Unlocks. Oh, okay. Man, that's so stupid. I gotta... These are both 2 months. That's crazy. Yo, obviously this one goes way too long. But I think it is kind of cool to have so many, like, crew things building up. I'm definitely going to be using this, though. Like, that is a beautiful looking skin. I just can't wait for Ares, man. I'm happy he's not item shop. Because crew skins have been kind of ass lately, so... I think I was planning to do it on the 27th. Oh wait, hold up. I don't think it's ITF anymore. I think it's iTalk. I don't remember, so I'm just gonna play it safe and do Fitzy like I was planning. Creator not found. Whoa, 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 whoa. Brother. Let me check my man's Twitter. What the hell? Fitzy. Support a creator code. Fitzy. Is it all caps? It might be all caps. That might be the problem. How about this? Man. They just don't like my man. That makes me sad, yo. Man, who do I support now? Let me check iTalk. Code iTalk. It's almost like his Twitter is his code. His handle. There we go. Oh, that's kind of neat. Yeah, I totally agree with this sentiment that these shops might be AI generated because they are so weird as of late. Loki, if this was a Battle Pass skin, I would be like obsessed with it. There really is a stigma around Battle Pass skins that just make them better. There we go. Fortnite's first Zesty skin that wasn't terrible. I'm so proud of them. Mythic items, damage opponents before the second storm circle. Okay, so I'm just gonna be doing my quests. I do not want to play duos, okay? No thank you. So yeah, obviously there's a lot of controversy right now about the UI. Leverage layer, search 3 chests in a row without taking damage. I do not like the new way the characters walk with pickaxes, but I think I'm just gonna have to get used to it. It looked so much more smooth. I'll just have to like kind of forget that it existed. So like I'm not too broken up about it. I love this skin, yo. Do you ever follow an account that's like super cringe, but you've had good interactions with them and can tell they're kind of a nice person? So you just keep following them? That's exactly what's happening to me right now. It's like I'll see something on the timeline and I'll be like, this is not it. This is not a good look for anyone. So I'll just like scroll past it and not engage. But like the person behind the account is pretty cool. So like not that I know them, like their name, their face, anything, but like, oh, hello. Mortals have such wondrous things. Have you tried ice cream? Yes, I have. Mortals, I don't really know how. Okay.
This is written by Zeus himself.
This would be so much cooler if Zeus wasn't on the map.
Aphrodite has apparently grown sympathetic to your cause. Zeus, on the other hand, does not. But the good news is he's writing about destroying you. Usually he just doesn't. I don't want to get too excited, but we might be getting into a good old-fashioned god feud. Other Olympians may have more of Zeus's writings. See if you can find them.
Okay, here's the thing. This is cool. The story is better than it was. However, and this is a big however, do you know how much more impactful that would have been if this was last season? Can you imagine how cool it was if we were actually getting significant build-up for these characters instead of them just appearing out of nowhere? And I will say, Midas is guilty of this too. All of my favorite characters in Fortnite have not had really much build-up besides, like, the 7, which is what did make them good at the time until they just completely ruined their reputation with Season 20. I think, well, Season 17 was easily the worst. No, not anymore. Fortnite Wilds is the worst season. I really can't think about much positive to say about it, like, at all. Like, the Chapter 4 map, I think at that point... Yeah, like, I love the Chapter 4 map, but, like... Dude... That jungle biome did so little. Like, honestly, I think it's equally offensive with Season 17 taking away content. The Battle Pass, they went back to tier 100s, but... Like, there's so much to consider on, like, which season is worse, where I just kind of, like, put them as a tie. But if I think which one I'd rather be playing, not gonna lie, I would way rather be playing Season 17 than Fortnite Wilds right now. So, like, here's the thing. Season 17, the more I have grown, I have realized the gameplay itself was not bad. The gameplay of Season 17 was kind of fun. It wasn't anywhere near as good as some of the earlier seasons, or creative, or... Okay, I'm getting off track. What made it so heinous was everything else that it was doing. Like, the storyline took a dip, the battle pass took a dip, the UI of everything took a massive dip. Like, they completely ruined battle pass systems. They created a... Like, there were so many lasting effects from that season, to where even though I think Fortnite Wilds is worse, Season 17, like, the way that it just completely tore apart everything that was going right during Chapter 2 is just, it's insane to me. I've never seen a game, like, take that many steps back. And the weird thing was, there were just, like, so many little steps that I saw it at the time, and I turned out to be right, that had huge ramifications. And now that we're finally getting over those ramifications in many areas, it's making me like that season a lot more, because I know that everything becomes fixed. But back then, I just saw a bunch of really, really good things getting ruined, and I'm like, dude, what are we doing? Like, I remember quests were worse that season. I remember the XP was super annoying that season as well, even though I got all the bonus rewards. Like, that's when bonus rewards started feeling super unrewarding, and you could just, like, get it without any effort, and they didn't even look good, and, like, because Season 16, I feel like, were kind of interesting, because they, like, you know, they had the silver one, then they had the silver and purple, and the gold and purple. And while those weren't, like, anything super special, like, it was better than whatever that was. I will say the Marvel ones looked pretty bad, because they had, like, this weird cel-shading effect. Which, I mean, if they were released today, I think they'd be good, but they weren't. But yeah, we started getting collaborations in the Battle Pass, which... Yeah, like... I still don't know why they thought having that as the tier 100 was a good idea. I understand the secret skin. I think that's intelligent, and the secret skin is a worthwhile place for a collaboration, but like, I don't know, man. Okay, close quarters gatekeeper. Yeah, I don't want anything there. Where's that coming from? I think it was from over there. Okay, no thank you. Yeah, I don't really care about that guy. I'm more worried about this dude. Okay, maybe that is a real dude. Okay, fine. But yeah, so anyway, that was all to say, even with all of that, I think Season 20 was even more damaging to the storyline. Because, like, even though I think the story was better, what it did robbed the entire, like, Chapter 3, in my opinion, was Fortnite's lowest point. I know people love Chapter 3 Season 1. I think it was not a bad season to play. And, like, it was fun finally being on a new map for the first time in forever, right? Like, that was all cool. However, when you take a step back and look at, like, how they approached that chapter, it was so clear they had completely lost their touch when it came to, like, creating that same effect that, Season 1 ever of Fortnite have, and, Season 11 had. Oh shoot, that's a real dude. I kind of love this gun, actually. I remember not liking it before, but this is what I love. When I go away from Fortnite and I play again, I will always, like, pick up some gun and be loving it. So anyway, I've actually come with, like, this new perspective that I don't care as much that Fortnite isn't what it used to be. I think they should still strive for that, but, like, sometimes it's just not possible to... See, I don't... Even then, like, I say that to try and be lenient, but I don't agree with what I'm saying. Like, there was something there in Fortnite OG that was not there in this game for, forever. Like, that was different. Like, I don't know how to correctly say it, but, like, it was special, dude. Yeah, I don't care that I'm walking into a trap. I want the kill. Can this dude just, like, accept his fate and fight me? Okay, dude, sure. That's why I hate drum mag. Had to make sure. Oh my gosh. I can't do this. It's so slow. Just like me. Anyways, yeah, there's this stigma that you can't capture the old feeling of, you know, that, like, the way a property is and how you remember it is tied to the way you felt while experiencing it. And that feeling is something that you can't capture no matter how hard you try. And I personally have a strong disagreement with that. Yeah, okay, that... I'm not really sure what my guy was doing, but... he's not doing it anymore. Had to hit a little emote. I was gonna say, personally, I don't know how he's hitting me and I'm not hitting him, but... I don't think I need 6, currently. Don't find that to be entirely necessary. I wish I got the classy emote. I was thinking about it, but I just didn't. But yeah, I have a strong objection to the idea that you can't capture feelings you had when you were younger. It's like, yeah, of course you're not going to be able to... It's going to be very difficult, I agree. And I think The Simpsons is the best example of that, how, like, you know, you have the golden age of that show, and people, like, desperately wish that they could have, like, that same type of experience again as they did during that period of time. But it's like, it's not reasonable for something to stay that special over that long of time without having to change itself and, you know, grow into something new that's also great. And I think part of the issue with saying you can't do that is the fact that you could have gotten more of that while it was still going. And of course there are people who are getting tired of it, right? But when I look at a show like One Piece from the pre-time skip, I just finished Fisherman Island, so I'm not like entirely educated on the post-time skip, but there's a noticeable drop in quality. Now, personally, as another mangaka myself, or someone who is becoming one, I can't do the drawings just yet. That's the only reason I haven't released my work. I think it is the state that the story is in, I would have no problem releasing it today, and I think it'd be the exact smash hit I know it's gonna be. But, and I'm confident in that because I've been literally saying that for like 2 or 3 years, and nothing has changed besides it getting better and better and better and better. So, you know. In fact, every time I say that, you can be guaranteed I'm saying that with more confidence than before. I'm not very good with hip fire. At least it's not 0 build. But, yeah. The thing about One Piece, and I've run into struggles writing my own manga too with this, where there is a certain air before the post-time skip that really makes the series feel so, like, mysterious, open, creative, grand. Like, every character just feels so, like, shrouded in this cloud that just does not come off. Wow. That was cool. I don't even care that I died. Dude, he hit me 3 times with his thunderbolts, and then he shot me while in the air. That's just cool, man. I don't even care. Quests, flowberries and fencing. Alright. I think I'm gonna get all these quests done, and then I'm gonna start playing the rocket racing season, because I do love me some rocket racing. Meters. So, yeah, it's fencing I need to be at in classic courts is... Yeah, okay, this... I have no problem saying that this is the... This map. Okay. I think the Chapter 3 map was worse. I think the locations on this map are the worst we've ever had. That's how I'd put it. Chapter 3 had good locations, like really good locations. That's why every time I think of the map, I'll be like, oh no, but like think of all those cool locations. You had, you know, Coney Crossroads, you had Sleepy Sound, which I loved. You had Logjam Lumberyard, Camp Cuddle, eventually the stuff that came in season 21, which is still a top 10 season for me. I freaking love that one. But with this one, dude, who's remembering Fencing Fields, Classy Courts, and Reckless Railways? These POIs are so boring. Like, this map itself, I think, is kind of fun to navigate. I should not be doing that when all I have is that. But, like, dude, these POIs are so, like, genuinely trash. It's crazy to me. Actually. Yeah, I did not see that going very well. was outside my window. What the hell did I just hear? It's always the dumb crossover emos that do that. Bring lavish layer. What am I reading? Deal damage to opponents from... Yeah, it's doable. I hope this game gets better. Anytime I criticize it, it's out of a place of me wanting it to be better and wanting me to fix the things I know are helping to keep it down. And I've been wrong about that a few times. And when I am wrong about something, I like to try and always, like, correct it. And try and admit that because I want to be as constructive to this game as humanly possible. I want to be, like, I want to be always telling the truth about how I feel this game could, improve itself. Because when it's good, I'm doing well. Okay? Like, I appreciate everything that's been going on with this season. And I've really been wanting to make that as clear as possible. Because so much of my time in playing Fortnite has been taken up complaining about the insanely stupid crap they've been doing. Or like, I was singing the praises during Chapter 4, talking about how good it was that they were like slowing down, moving things to a pace where they weren't trying to throw as much at you as they possibly could, like they were doing in Chapter 3. Like, the story, it wasn't good, okay? The Chapter 3 story was more risky, but it was, like, damaging. I'd rather a story be boring than damaging to itself. Like, that's why I didn't have a problem with Fishman Island in One Piece. Because even though it was pretty boring, I don't feel like I enjoyed One Piece less afterwards. Like, I feel like it was nowhere near as good as the earlier seasons, and I forgot to finish my thought I had earlier on that. That is just so unfortunate to me. But, yeah, that arc was kind of boring. There were lots of things that I personally would have removed and rewritten. Like, personally, I wouldn't have had Vanderdecken in the story at all. I very much question what he was thinking with that character. I have seriously no clue how you as an author can arrive on that sort of... I don't want to keep saying the word character, because I like diversifying my vocabulary. I think it makes me more interesting to listen to if I'm not using the same words over and over, but for the sake of keeping this short, I'll just kind of try and ignore that. So, I don't know why you would ever, as an author, insert a character that is that barren of anything to look forward to. Like, at least Horty was like, Horty, however you want to say it. He was compelling in that he was so, like, messed up in the head that you were always, like, watching to see what he was going to, you know, twist towards his favor. You were trying to see how much more insane he would go. And that was kind of fun. Because he had followers, and he wasn't like, well, he's deplorable. He's not like, at least you can tell he kind of has a brain. Like, he's stupid, yes, he believes stupid things. But just because a character believes in something stupid doesn't mean they have to be a stupid character. And I think that's something One Piece can sometimes struggle with, but generally does pretty well. Like how Inaru in Skypiea, he's just, like, completely insane, okay? Pretty much the only thing that makes him an interesting character is his, like, the presence he has of being this kami in the Sky Island. And how he was able to overthrow it. That was cool, but as, like, a motivated person, he is completely uncaptivating. Like, his thoughts on the world are just, they're stupid, okay? They really cheapen him, especially when he starts to, like, act like a maniac, and it's like, okay, if he just kept his cool the entire time, and lost with a bit more dignity, I think that would have been a little more fitting for him than to just, like, I guess the point of it is that he's not that, this person who calls himself Kami isn't as high above humans as he would like to think, and he's nowhere near as smart as he likes to think he is, and that's part of the takedown of the, you know, stupid beliefs he has on why he's so much more valuable than everybody else, and that nobody should be allowed to go, you know, near his territory, and the upper yard is only for immortals, and anyone who goes there deserves to die because they don't deserve to be on his level. But, like, that works as, like, that sort of thinking is stupid, yes, you can tell. But it didn't have to... He didn't have to show him acting stupid for us to understand that. Because when actual people believe in, like, really dumb things, we like to highlight them acting stupid. But generally that's cherry picking. Like, when you think of the absolute worst people in history who, like, believed awful, stupid things that obviously aren't true, they're never, like, they never kind of, like, ham that up at all, and just kind of, like, genuinely deliver what they're saying in either a way that's palatable or in a manner that makes them sound intelligent. And I think that's very compelling to have a villain like that, because you can see that sort of realism on that level of, like, yeah, so obviously I don't agree with what they're saying, but you believe that people would follow them there, and you can at some level kind of resonate with that sort of cause, because you can follow how they think. You can like, be human with them. We're like, you know, Horty Jones has had his, I'm just gonna call him Jones. Jones has had his perception completely twisted, and he kind of goes insane at the end, but by that point you had already gotten wise to the fact that, like, you knew the backstory of Arlong and why he hated humans, and you understood how that was passed on to Jones, and how he started to internalize that in, like, this weird, like, spiritual way towards the end of the arc. You come to find out where he, you know, thinks he's divinely appointed to kill humans, which, you know, again, is crazy. But because you understand where, like, his base ideas came from, you really understand, like, why he's been driven so mad by this, And after watching, you know, how Tiger was killed, it helps you sympathize with that idea of, like, no, it is all humans. And it's, even though you know deep down it's wrong, you still understand how they're coming from this approach. And it humanizes everybody in this conflict by letting you understand both sides. And then you can work out, the reader, you, the audience, are working out how you feel as they fight, and as they, both literally and figuratively, oh, that's really nice. I really appreciate that update, actually. Thank you, Fortnite. Because that was something, this is what I have loved about chapters 4 and 5, or chapter 4. 5 has been bad about this, but they're doing better. With this season especially. Chapter 5, Season 2. I'm going to take a quick detour from One Piece because I need to sing the praise of Fortnite for a bit. They have been doing a lot of minute quality of life improvements of things that you might not even notice, but need to be done. And that is something so huge that so many video games get wrong. That, honestly, that's something Genshin Impact does fantastically, where they will take things that were inconvenient in a slight way and just improve it, when most games you will see will just kind of, like, leave it the way it is and, like, focus on the bigger issues and, you know, keep changing the balance. Like, Overwatch, they're not doing quality of life improvements, okay? They're just not. They don't care. It's obvious that that company doesn't really care about what happens to their game as long as money's pulled in. And on one hand, I kind of, like, respect the hustle because people are eating it up anyways, so why would you innately have that integrity? I can get it on that level, but, like, seriously, they need to try harder. So, oh, that makes me happy. It's funny how his loadout was, like, objectively better than mine in every conceivable facet, and he still got clapped. That's kind of funny to me. Different matches, okay. I was gonna say if that was a general thing, then, you know. So yeah, thank you, Fortnite, for being better about that in Chapter 5, Season 2, and Chapter 4 as a whole. Repealing a lot of the damage that was done earlier, or just, like, repairing things that just needed improvement. So, genuinely thank you. That's something that needs to happen, and I appreciate you going out of your way for that. Anywhere but here, right? Yeah. Give you a big happy grin. That's cute. So, back to One Piece and storytelling. When you, as the audience, are experiencing a conflict and can see both sides and resonate with them on some level, when they are fighting, you can, like, really walk through your own emotions and think out, like, okay, do I really want my hero? Because, like, a good reader, or a good audience, in my opinion, will give any new character a chance to state their case, no matter what they've done. Yeah, I was gonna say I better not lose that one. Yep. I knew it was it. There was absolutely no chance once I saw the second set of footsteps. Go to the chest. I am kind of curious to play as this character. Because, like, I know she's unpopular in her own fandom. I know that she, like, cheapened a lot of the, like, emotion and struggle and storytelling other characters underwent. Frankly, she's an awesome design, so that makes me able to forgive that a little more. Like, I actually do enjoy the way this character looks. Which I think is something hugely slept on in entertainment nowadays. Where certain... See, does that look good? It's just that. I think it's just that. Certain media will try and make their characters, like, in an attempt to give them, like, a different and unique feel, they will make them incredibly fugly. And I never think that's the right way to go. I think when designing a character, it's always best to, like, go about it in a way that you know will be pleasing for readers to look at. And honestly, if the point is that, you know, oh no, so it's the point that they look like trash, you know, it's supposed to, like, you know, break down a barrier or whatever, I think that's a stupid excuse. Honestly, it's harsh, but I don't even think your story is worth telling if it is all based around just some message. I think the story you were writing should, like, the message should come through the story. The story should not be made to tell a specific... Like, you shouldn't just start with what you want the overall message to be, because then you'll, like, always have that in the back of your mind, and you'll always be trying to, you know, work towards that in a way that is almost always going to end up being harmful when you're just repeatedly going towards it with the angle of, you know, it has to conform to this message I'm speaking, and if I go too far, then, you know, whatever. And I have found that to be extremely harmful when I have tried to write even just small arcs, where I will have a point I want to get across, and then the more I try and work towards that from the outset, the lower quality my writing is, because it really just, it beats the audience over the head with it. And that's one thing that I am good at, because I'm good at editing first and foremost, and I'm also good at the creative part, so I can step back, try to look at it from the perspective of someone who knows nothing about this series and figure out, is this only good because I know all this background information that you don't? Is this only good because I like what's going on with it? It's a very... Writing a compelling story is one of the most delicate practices you can possibly employ yourself in. It is so difficult to effectively write a masterpiece. Legendary assault rifles, I think, is the most. Okay. I do just need to go there. Restore reels, that's reckless. Okay. So, what was I saying? Yeah, so when you have that message at the forefront of your mind, and then you write a story off of that, everything you do will have to be inspired from that lens of trying to forward that message. With me, I pretty much just let that fall into my lap. Literally, I did not have a message, I just had these characters I loved. Literally, how did you find a gun this fast? Okay, I'm gonna get pissed off for a second. How in the ever-loving hell did you find that when I didn't find anything around there? There was one chest, one gun. Where did you come from? How did you get over here so fast if you were already there? Did you land like that much sooner? Literally, what just happened? I have so many questions as to how that interaction could have possibly panned out. That is freaking stupid. April 12th. It's the 11th today, correct? The 10th. It's the 10th. That's neat. I like updates. Updates make me happy. Why is it annoying? Wow. Collaboration emotes. They are my greatest struggle. Pleasant Piazza. Are you serious? It's not Plaza. It's been Piazza this entire time. What? Okay, no, that's... All these quests are kinda annoying. So anyways, before I was so horrifically interrupted, I pretty much let that part fall into my lap. I wrote a story with characters that I was very much compelled by, that I loved. I wanted to see their story unfold. And as they told their story, I started to connect, like, certain events of, like, okay, oh, he probably came from here. I didn't even know this place existed, high-key. He's probably still in his game, the jerk. He's probably gonna win that one, too. Unless he makes a crazy blunder. Okay, I thought that was something I had to pick up. So, with my characters, I knew I loved them from the get-go, even before I started instilling.
Yeah, this is definitely mad. And yet you're still alive. Interesting. You should find out why. Immediately.
Not taking the chance.
Prophecy incoming. Bold Zeus calls out for vengeance. Aphrodite raises her shield for his lost correspondence. Keep your sharp eyes keenly peeled. Oh, that one rhymed. I love it when they rhyme.
This character is so likable. So, yeah. As I will continue saying until my point is finally across. I loved my characters. I didn't know much about them, and I had so much fun learning who they were as I wrote them. My main character was... She had so much just undecided about her that I eventually split her into, like, 2 or 3 characters. Because I couldn't figure out what I wanted her to be. Sometimes I'd wanted her to have, like, a specific set of personality traits. Other times I wanted her to lean towards another set of personality traits. And that was just as a result of me just having no idea where to fit her in, only knowing that I wanted this character to be in the story. And because I was trying to deliberately insert her in pretty much every place I could, because, you know, it's the main character. Of course they have to be, you know, vital to the plot. I was really missing the details of making a person. I wanted to create something that I loved and that the audience would love too, because I loved them so much. But that made me miss what makes characters so special, or good characters so special. That, like, humanity and the resonation you can get from a character that feels like another person, where you can sit down with them, you can really empathize, like, no matter what great heights they go to, or, like, the lengths that they'll travel to complete their goals, they can inspire you, but also relate to you in a way that is almost more compelling than any sensation you can get from other stimuli. I don't even know how to abstractly take that one apart, but I was really trying to push, I was trying to make my character as, like, cool as humanly possible. So, like, oh, you know, you'd have no choice but to like this character. And, I mean, on one hand, that totally explains why I was a Roman Reigns fan from the get-go. But, I mean, that's a completely different subject. Not really. That actually heavily relates to that. Where sometimes, like, your audience will feel insulted if you try and make them like something as much as you do without trying to put in that work of slowing that down and giving that character room to be a person. I have to keep up this pressure, I'm gonna lose. Okay, I just need to open this. There's no way. I thought he was gonna be way lower than that. I know I have an odd format where I'll, like, stop talking in between matches, but that really helps me collect my thoughts in between, so I can, like, keep delivering these ideas as best I can. So, you know, pardon the silences in the middle, but I have them for a reason. I like this skin a lot, actually. Probably won't become a main, but I'm gonna enjoy using her for the time being. What place is guaranteed to have vehicles? Has to be that little snow area there, right? Like, there's no way that doesn't have, like, a bike around it. I'm trying to think back to what I had in my brain for the topic at hand. So yeah, I made a lot of mistakes with my main character. I had to step back, and I split her pretty much cleanly in half, with a few straggled bits on the end that allowed me to carve out new characters with those similar traits, but help that character with their new personality use those traits in a way that's more compelling than my main character could have used them for herself. That's cute. I think he's gonna kill me with that. Oh, it's over for this guy.
Cause I get it, ain't no competition with it, yeah, I get it.
So eventually I started to carve out the traits that just didn't fit my main character. And while I loved her and I really loved those areas of her personality, I was able to make a new character with those areas instead of trying to shoehorn it in because, oh, you know, they're the main character. And I've tried to start balancing that out again in the opposite direction of, okay, now my side characters are incredibly strong. My main character needs to pick up some of that slack as well. Like, you can't have them perfect at everything, but you can't have the secondary cast so much better that you barely want them on screen and you wish it was someone else's story. At the end of the day, like, if you have a main character, the story on some level has to be theirs, you know? Where, I mean, like with JoJo, I am the most inspired by the structure of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure with the parts, and I do something similar to that with a very different approach, where I don't exactly I don't skip parts. Everyone doesn't have to be related. I don't try and make each one have... No, I guess I do make them have a very different feel from each other. But I do stick to a similar power system. Personally, I think it's more fun. The choreography I have worked on, I think, is a little more engaging than the choreography of Stan's. But the mind games, oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. It is a very underrated style of writing, to have it completely dependent, to have your fighting completely dependent on a mind game, where everything is just how you can one-up each other. W. You don't have it. I have a hand cannon. You're just not there yet, buddy. Dude, the loading screens for this collab have been absolutely fantastic. That's what I was thinking of doing. Turn that shit back on. That probably copyrighted me with just that. Okay, yeah, I still have that to do. I'm having fun though. Even though this is taking quite a bit longer than I would like it to. Sweet notoriety. I love the snowy area of the map. Coincidentally, there are no named locations here besides Grand Glacier. And I think that's pretty funny how my favorite places on the map are not named locations. And that's why I think that this map is... These named locations are objectively the worst we've ever had. Okay, I don't want to hear it. There is no way you spin this in which another season has worse name locations. This is just... Chapter 5 is horrific with that. But, you know, I think the map itself is grand enough for me not to mind too much. And this season, I mean, the new locations that they've been introducing have, like, kind of redeemed that a bit, so I don't mind as much as I could. Okay. That makes me pretty sad, actually. So, as I was saying, I took inspiration from JoJo. I wanted to talk about how good the choreography was and how everything was a mind game for a bit, and how the uniqueness of everything in that universe really sparked the desire to make something that special within me. Okay, so here's the thing. I did not start writing because I wanted to give people the same experience I had. I started writing because I wanted to relive the experiences I could no longer experience in fiction. I wanted to see what it was like to discover Generation 1 of Transformers for the first time. That was when I first started writing. I wanted so badly to rewatch that show. I didn't even know it. I wanted, more than anything, to go back and experience the first Transformers movie, experience the absolute, like, gaping abyss of wonder that was seasons 3 and 4. I wanted to go through all the incredible high moments that were in those seasons and really, like, replicate that with my toys, which is why I wanted to collect so many Transformers, because I wanted to have those grand escapes so I could once again feel how the show made me feel. Yeah, this guy's dying. Half because of his skin, half because, you know, I got him low already, so it'd be stupid not to go for him. Let me just fucking... Okay, that's enough being a dick for one day. See, I don't normally do that, but oh my gosh. I hate that skin with a passion that burns so hot. I cannot describe it. The fact that the creator started to act like it was... he was trying to bring back Calamity. Oh my god, that made me so... that tweet, like, genuinely pissed me off. That he was trying to act like his skin was, like, a comparable remix to literally my favorite skin in the entire game. That really got under my skin. Because he like, never shuts up about how good his skins are. Effectively. He doesn't, like, outright say that, but you can very clearly tell by the way he tweets, the way he posts, he is so full of how he's created those skins. So I go out of my way to disrespect them as much as I humanly can. Because I just absolutely hate the mentality he has. And that he can't back it up. Hey, if he could back it up, if Drew Hill was doing that, I wouldn't have a problem. Dude, tell me how awesome you are. I'm saying this as if he were Drew Hill. Because that guy, holy crap, can he make a Fortnite skin. Like, I've never seen someone who has produced that many consistent bangers for any video game. Drew Hill is an absolute master. And frankly, I wouldn't have a career without Drew Hill. I'm just saying that. That's as far as I'll go with that. But I owe Drew Hill quite a lot. And he's just admirable. He's good. Yeah, so quick rant over about that. So, I was trying to talk about JoJo, then I started talking about how... Yeah, so Transformers, I started writing because of that... what it made me feel like. I write to feel the experiences I so dearly miss. That is something I have just now, for the first time, actually put into words. I was never fully able to express what that was. That's why I love doing these streams so much. I'll say as an aside, because it really helps me process the way in which I've had to create my craft, my work. So, anyways, I don't think that worked. Weird. That's funny. Oh shoot. That was funny. So, JoJo helped inspire me, because I saw part 2, and I saw the potential of part 3, and the sort of disappointment I had from it not living up to what I hoped it would with its, like, sort of Monster of the Week formula. I've never been a fan of stuff like that. And from... So every time I talk about a TV show or a movie, or especially mostly an anime, that really influenced me, like, especially Dragon Ball, you can always trace it, and I mean always, trace it back to how it was a completely new experience, and I had never... It's all based off the experience I had, and me wanting to try and find that magic again, and try and capture that for myself. And being able to break those things down and figure out, okay, what made Dragon Ball so special to me? It was the atmosphere. What made JoJo so engaging? It was the revolutionary format and the refusal to adhere to pretty much every rule in manga imaginable, while still following the classic rules. Like, JoJo is such an enigma of a story. I cannot put into words how brilliant it really is. With One Piece, what inspired me about that was the writing of natural progression, I might say. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, we have some fun here. Hold up. Dude, leave me alone, okay? Where is he? Oh, that's unfortunate. Could you please, like... See, I don't snipe at stuff like this, ever. I need to get better, so I'm just gonna keep at this until I find success. That was a real guy, wasn't it? That was a real guy, okay. I was under the assumption I wasn't playing real people, and I was just improving. $25.99. Battle stars. Okay, I'm gonna start a new game, being that, and then I'm gonna accept this guy's friend. Booty for the hole. That sounds like an anime name. So, what was I talking about? Yeah, One Piece, trying to explain what specifically inspired me about that. What else could I go on to that inspired me? Transformers, the world of that was so captivating. The universe of, maybe it was the scale. I think it was the scale in Transformers that really opened me up, of like, holy crap, this is an all-out war that spans planets, that spans eons, that spans factions, that spans species. The absolute scale of Transformers is probably the most insane scale I've ever seen, while still feeling believable. Because I know some anime go way, way too far just to be like the biggest and the craziest and the best. That doesn't make your series good. Being the biggest universe does not automatically make it good. Sniper, rifle, or pistol, emote within 20 meters of a player. Edict. So yeah, the scale of Transformers, I will say, I don't even know what to say about Skylanders, dude. Holy crap. What a different universe that game had. He was so creative. It felt like Skylands was just such an endless expanse of worlds with, like, heavy atmosphere, thick personality, endless characters. It's just... in the fact that you just had, like...
You should be glad Peely got this and not its intended recipient. You should know that Banana seems to be a linchpin holding together all of reality. Do with that information what you may.
Yeah, I saw that on Twitter.
Anyway,
I have nothing to add to that. This is kind of funny.
Allies, just as you are.
I'm fine with that. As long as he's not like the center of every story, I'm happy with him. Just like low-key being this godly figure that just kind of exists. And we just kind of have to like keep an eye on every now and then. I think that's kind of engaging. And they're not trying to play it off as like a serious, like, huge plot point that'll affect the future of everything. No, it's just like a, hey, by the way, you kind of want to keep an eye on this guy in the future. You're going to keep seeing more of him. Unholy Cocomelon. W name, dude. Unholy Cocomelon is a top 10 name. Yeah, so I was talking about Skylanders, how... yeah, so that was huge for inspiring me. And of course, first and honestly kind of foremost, like, it's difficult to say which inspired me more, Dragon Ball or... because with Dragon Ball, the thing with me, what made me want to experience it again was the fact that I was running out of that universe. How I was eventually experiencing everything it had to offer, and that made me really start putting off watching any show, getting any new games, like, just trying to keep up with Dragon Ball Super, but why I still haven't taken the time to go back through Dragon Ball GT or anything like that, because I kind of always want there to be more Dragon Ball than I know. I always want there to be things I have not seen of this series, because I just love it so much, and I love not knowing everything there is to know about it. That's what makes Dragon Ball so special. The, like, mysteries and just that world. Not ever knowing everything that your gang is gonna go through. Not fully comprehending what you're up against. there is so much I could just pour out onto what Dragon Ball did right. And honestly, people think it kind of cheapens it that Toriyama was he didn't have it all planned out. It just he kind of went with it from week to week, and it just worked out for him. And I think that's really a testament to how effective and good a writer he is, because I am only able to write stories by thinking over them long and hard, making sure it flows together in a way that's perfect, intuitive, but just flawed enough to not feel robotic, that's layered enough to feel expansive, but accessible enough to where anybody can pick it up and read it, and if they so choose, take those deeper steps and really dive into all I have to offer. But I don't want them to be forced to do that. I want you to be able to experience it in any way you want, because the best stories I've ever experienced have all kind of just left things up to the audience in a way. And when they start to try and dictate how their content should be perceived, it always takes a dip. I'm trying to think, because I had very many examples just pop into my head, and now they're just all gone. Let me check the challenges first. Okay, I'm gonna accept this guy's friend request now. Holy, is he... He get off? I think he got off. Wow, that guy's a douche. Guessing he's gonna be somewhere down there. So visit potential house locations for Peely. I suppose I'll go for this one, and then hopefully... That's fun that you're finding him a house. That's a neat little plot point. So, once... Yeah, that is why I always liked the Frieza and Saiyan saga the least, because they had the most structure. They were the ones where you had the clearest idea of how this story was going to go, how it was going to play out. You kind of were aware of what your experience was going to be, and you would let that be dictated to you as the story and characters and the author was seeing fit. With the Cell saga, you had no idea what the next week of the show would look like, or the next volume of the manga would turn out to be. Everything was just so in the air of, like, how you would see it play out, I guess is a way to put it. Clutch shit. Clutch this. So, yeah, never knowing week to week, like Cell comes out of nowhere, then you start to unfold how he's looking for the androids, what that means. You see how much more powerful he gets. You start to watch other characters reach his level, surpass the main villain of the arc, and hand him his ass until he, like, eventually starts to power up. You had no clue what you were getting into. With the Saiyan Saga, you knew the Cybermen were the weakest, you knew Vegeta was stronger than Nappa, and you knew by how difficult it was for all of them to fight, and, like, honestly, I think they matched Nappa. Personally. Like, yeah, you could say, like, oh, you know, they all got beaten in their own respective way. When they were working together, they were, like, because it's implied that he would have been taken down by that group attack if Gohan had not been 5. And that, you know, that really kind of added to the desperation and the stakes you had. And you knew how strong Vegeta must be after that took all of them to match him. That makes me sad. That also makes me sad. Okay. Are you serious? That did not miss. And that was a headshot. So I disagree with you, game. Ratio. With the Frieza Saga, you knew... Now you knew Vegeta was one of his minions, so you obviously knew. The other minions around his level would be similarly strong, if not stronger, by how they were hyped up and always standing by Frieza. You knew that the, Namekians pretty much had no defense against them. You knew that even the most high-powered Namekians didn't stand a chance against Frieza. And he was just this huge looming threat the entire time. But you had so many steps to get to him, you kind of forgot that there was just this massive character, this mountain in the background of the arc that was just keeping you on edge. And that was cool. But it never, like, I never felt during the Frieza Saga that, okay, this really shakes up things until Goku does finally go Super Saiyan. And it's like, okay, dude, now we have a fucking battle on our hands. Now anything goes. And that's why I think the Frieza Saga is at its best right then and from then on. The Cell Saga is so engaging because you are never let on to know what will become of our characters. You are constantly engaged, you are constantly guessing, you're constantly trying to piece things together in your mind, and every time a new piece of information comes out, you're swept away with it, and now you're trying to figure that out, as well as trying to keep in your head all the things from the last few arcs, and there's just so much building going on that you don't notice how Goku isn't going to be the final, you know, ending to this conflict this time. And every bit of that experience was just so magical. And I think the same goes for the Majin Buu saga. This literally just turned into a Dragon Ball video, I'm now realizing. But I promise this applies to mine. Where is he? He's going upwards. Okay, I don't really think I have to worry about him then. So I think the same goes for the Majin Buu saga. I'm not going to explain that as in detail as the Cell saga. Just know I like it for those same reasons, and I think so my favorite sagas are the Cell and Buu arc. By far, the other two are quite far behind them, in my humble opinion. But that's, like, very experiential, and not in any way, like, a concrete, like, oh, this arc is objectively better than this one. I just think it made for a better experience, and it is a world, it is an arc I think is more fun to rediscover and come back to than go through, like, the long, painstaking, admittedly very good prior to arcs that have much to offer in their own right, just not as much to really engage you as an audience member as far as, like, creativity goes, I guess. Like, it's not boring by any means, don't get me wrong. Both arcs are wonderful at what they do. I just find I'm not as enthralled with how much more linear they were, and how pretty much everything could be, like, when you look back on it, I don't really feel like I was ever super taken off guard, besides, like, Krillin dying was kind of insane to think about. Just like, wait, holy crap, he's just, like, gone? That was pretty cool. I think I just heard someone, so I'm not gonna take my chances and let them shoot the crap out of me. I'm just gonna take this rift and leave, okay? No, never mind, I'm killing this guy. We're letting him kill me. I don't really have a preference. Okay. Okay, that makes me sad. I'm dead. I lose. Literally, how did I do that? I thought that was game. I really thought I just lost everything. Are you serious? Yep, this is the house. This is the house I'm staying at. This is the house I'm keeping myself inside, unless there's a guy here, which would make me not very happy. That would make me a sad panda. Shout out to you if you get that reference. Ah, perfection. So, yeah. Picking apart those two arcs. Really, like, because I couldn't do that when I was young. I just knew that I loved them. I was never able to fully articulate that like I am now today. And wanting to go through that mystery, that, like, and even in the Frieza saga, which I didn't like as much, there was this, like, empty, spacey aura that was always there, that lingered. And okay. Yo, is that Artie? Okay, no, never mind, she's going. What was I going to say? So yeah, everything about Dragon Ball was such a departure from any sort of natural story and universe that it made me... I never wanted that universe, that story, to end or grow stale. And that made me start to you know, make my own, like, little mini stories that were never put to paper, or it's just like, oh, you know, what if this stupid crap happened? You know, it was all convoluted, it was all trash, but, I mean, it was a kid trying to relive the glory and the peaks that one of the most engaging series in all of fiction, gave him. So, springboarding off that, that was so special to me. Everything that those shows meant to me, I wanted that again. And then as I kept doing that, I started to realize other people deserve this too. Other people deserve to relive that childlike wonder, relive these expansive worlds with these wonderful characters that has so much underneath it, but never over exposits to you, never tries to make you feel a certain way, just tells its story, and however you are able to enjoy it is the right way, where I'm not going to mention it. I don't know if I ever will, and I'll just have to let the audience figure it out. There's a certain lens you can put on when reading my series, and it will change literally the way you look at the entire thing. And no, it's not all a dream, okay? I'm saying that right now. Spoiler alert, nothing is okay, well, some things might be a dream. But the story and the major events within will never be, that was all a dream. And if something is experienced, I'm not going to say that. That's actually kind of a spoiler. But the point is, I'm never going to do that bait and switch on you, okay? That is the spoiler I am happy to freely give out to you people, okay? I have more respect for my audience than that. Although, Loku, yeah, I do think that, the Dream Theory does actually really work for Pokemon. I kind of like the idea that, oh, you know, Ash's Generation 1 journey was like, it's him in a coma and, you know, Pikachu's still beside him, and the idea that, like, you can go back over and experience that all again after he wakes up. I love that because of that implication I just mentioned, that you can go back and do it again. This guy definitely lives in the east beneath the willow tree. Oh shoot! I'm gonna try to intercept him. Are you serious? You're telling me that didn't hit? Sexual harassment. Panda. Imagine. I'd cry with tears of joy if that hit. This is probably not the move, but... I thought I just died. Dude, of course he was able to jump around it. That's so annoying. I should have built there. What's this? What are the notifications I'm getting? Battle Pass. Ah, yes, dude. Page 1 of Medusa. I'm all about that. What time is it? If it's like 11:30, I'll get off. It is literally 11:30, but I changed my mind. I still have things I want to say. I'm not done finishing my thoughts yet. Yeah, I don't think that matters at this point. I think I'm gonna go here, keep it low-key. That was a good match. I'm not mad about that one. So... Man, I have to... Maybe I'll have to, like, rewatch my own stream to try and figure out what I was saying there. So I started talking about the dream theory and how that doesn't apply to my story. And I wanted to... Yeah, I can't right now. Oh, what do you call it? So I was like gonna connect this back to what I was saying about all the other anime that inspired me. Of how... that was so important to me. And then when I started to get critical, what really inspired me to start writing after years of just wanting the experience, and then eventually much later realizing how this is how I get that experience, I was told upon criticizing, I'm gonna keep that anonymous for now. I was criticizing something because I knew the potential that it had. And one of the writers directly talked to me, and he straight up told me, you could not do better, and I know it better than you. So I took that on the chin, and I'm like, okay, you know what? I just left the comment section and decided, after flaming him one more time about how no, actually, he was the one who didn't understand his own story, and I understood it better than him. I still do. Actually, like, much better now. But, even back then I understood his story better than he did, because he didn't understand it from the audience. Okay, I'm gonna take a step back from that, because I'm just gonna start going on a rant of how you should be approaching your stories to try and make sure the audience won't fall off. Anyways, I was told that I straight up just couldn't do it, and I decided that, you know what, I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it so well, nobody will ever remember that you wrote a story. And I took the exasperation of not having anything to show for what I had, for the skill I knew I had, and it was very primitive back then. I was not a good writer. I just knew that I could write, and I knew that I could do something, and when I do something, I never stop improving upon that thing, because I want it to be as great as it possibly can. And once I started applying that to writing, it was very clear, a year or two in, I have something, like, special on an unprecedented level. And I still think that to this day, where I will look at other series and I'll look at my own, even the best series I've consumed, I will look at what I did and I'll think, I did this, I have been writing in a more complete manner than this, like, absolute art piece. And I'm always trying to one-up myself and take notes from everything I watch. When One Piece does something better than I can, I take notes on or I take mental notes, because I don't like putting things in writing, because then the way my brain works is when it's written down, it will be on my mind, and I want everything to be collected as, like, this sort of expansive galaxy of different... My story, in the way it is now, is just this universe of a connected timeline filled with all these different branches and ideas, trying to figure out what is the best, most engaging way it can take place and take its form and shape before I finally craft, you know, I finally align the stars in the correct order. That's what I'm trying to do. And when I'm gonna go back to the character thing I was talking about, because this directly comes back to that. When I was crafting that and trying to make it as good as possible, and trying to make it near and dear to the things I loved, I realized I was forcing things, and I couldn't... When an audience feels they're having a writer's character agenda pushed onto them. Again, the best example I can think of this is WWE's Roman Reigns. I love Roman Reigns, I always have. I was too young to understand people's grievances with it. I just thought he was the coolest guy ever. And it made me mad that other people didn't think he was awesome, because I'm like, yo, dude, he's like the coolest. Like, I wanted to see him succeed so badly. He just had it. He's really a performer. And I would see him, I would only see his, like, really good work and not understand that there was a lot of rough edges he had to work around, and there was a lot of circumstance that I just simply didn't understand that made people disengage with him. But I saw a cool character, and I'm like, dude, I want other people to love this character. I think it's awesome. And I think WWE wanted is only when they took a step back and let that character become something visceral and real. People were finally able to connect with him with his tribal chief gimmick. And I was really struggling only letting him reside in the former, or letting this character. There's actually two characters like that, my favorite character and my main character, so I'm kind of like switching back and forth between them. But my main character, I split her in half, and I decided because I wanted her to be so many things at once, because I had loved the things I had created. I loved both personalities I had, and I was thinking like, oh, with like, maybe that'll be what makes this character the main character. Is it, you know, this sort of split personality that people can really adhere to when they, you know, see her mannerisms change and like get excited when that sort of switch is flipped, like with Gohan in Dragon Ball. But the problem with that is it never felt like I knew which was her personality. I never... It couldn't be both the way it was. I kept trying to force it to be both. And it just led to this mishmash mistake of a character that just didn't make any sense. And yeah, so eventually what I was able to do was take what didn't work with her, and I put those aspects that weren't working with her and made new characters out of that, out of those ruins and those traits that I couldn't use. And I've replaced her with another character you will not soon come to find, because she is still going. Okay, just gave away the gender. She's going to be, like, 8 years out, I believe. Okay, from now. That might take 2 years. Afterwards, that's rather short. Next. So that's what? That's already 3. Then I think I should make that 5 to keep it from getting too stale, but also allowing the audience to enjoy their time there. Maybe even 3, I don't know. I'll have to become more educated on how I can extend the length of certain arcs. That one... No, she does get mentioned. She gets mentioned around that 4 or 5 year mark. No. Yeah, the 3-4 year mark she gets mentioned for the first time. Which, I guess I kind of wish I didn't say, but, you know, when the character does eventually show up, probably 3-4 years after that, so yeah, 8 was not a bad estimate at all. Then you'll finally see where I was able to put those areas of personality, and this second character has replaced my main character in entire arcs, just because it fit her personality more it made more sense for her to be in the areas I wanted my main character to be in, because, like, sometimes I would literally just have her show up in an arc just for the sake of it. Not because it made sense, but because I wanted to have an interaction happen. But I could never figure out, okay, do I want her to be out on her own, or do I want her to be making relationships with the characters around her? And I was able to finally split that down the middle. And that really worked in my favor. What is this goofball doing? Well, that's unfortunate. That hit a tree. But yeah, eventually how I was just talking about, I couldn't decide which one I didn't, or which I wanted her to exemplify more. And I had to step back and be honest with myself of, okay, this character isn't compelling, and I had to swallow that. So, you know. I think my thoughts are unfinished, but I don't know how to make them more finished in the time constraints I have now. So, you know, I'll leave it there. And I'll say, I've learned a lot, and I can't wait for everyone to be able to fully experience how much I've learned. And I will again say, as I always have to, no matter how I sound on here, I can promise you, or refunds for everyone, for real. Everything that's put into practice is so much more qualitative than what I'm able to describe. I'm a slow thinker, okay? I'm objectively slow. And that really makes it difficult to try and talk out how, you know, my thought process works. It's hard to talk out, see, I'm even doing it now, because I have to find the precise words so I can say what I mean in the most close way possible without trying to misconstrue my own thoughts, because that's very important to me. So people don't get the wrong idea, because when you have the right idea of what I'm creating, you're just gonna be hooked. Okay, I'm sorry. It's just good. It's just very good. So, you know. Yeah. I don't even know how to end this. I need something. My work will speak for itself. I don't need everything to be perfect. Except when I actually release something that's meant to be a little imperfect, but as perfect as perfect should be.